Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. It is time for a project pan update. This is going to be update number 5. Let's jump into it. I do have some empties. Bondi Sands Coconut and Sea Salt Body Scrub. So I mentioned not really loving this. It's a bit drying on my skin. It's supposed to be, because it's made for use before fake tanning, so it's not meant to leave any residue on the skin. Because it's sea salt, that's what's like drying out my skin. So since I don't tan, like fake tan, I don't see any point in, buying something like this in the future. What I will say though is it is very effective at like exfoliating the body, and it smells nice, so there's that. It's just not for me. I also finished up my Dior Air Flash foundation. This was in the shade 1N. No surprise there. There was so little product in here when I put it in the project. Once I'd finished this, it had only left me with one foundation in my stash, but I have since gone off and purchased some more. Both, which I don't love. That's always the saddest thing, isn't it, when you buy something and turns out you hate it. And I think I'm still in the market for more foundations. I'm thinking I might try K-Beauty. I'm thinking that's where I'll go. I am introducing something new to put in its place, even though it's like, I've only got one more month in this quarter, and realistically, if I wanted to, I could just spend the time using the stuff that I have. But I kind of already want to get rid of stuff that I've purchased recently. So I'm actually putting in this. It's from NYX. It's a Bare With Me Concealer Serum. I have used this as a foundation since purchasing it, and I don't love it. If I could get a refund for this, I would. But I know that I can't, like, Chemist Warehouse, it's not like that. It's not like Mecca or Sephora. So I'm stuck with it, or I just give it away. But since there is less than 10 mils of product in here and I can make it work, I'm just going to use this as a foundation. So that's going to be what I'm focusing on for the next month. Another empty. I finished my CoverGirl Advanced Radiance Powder. That's no surprise. There she is. I am not going to put in another powder at this stage. I'm going to continue on with my Nakia Joy Loose Velvet Powder that I had in the first quarter. Next quarter, I will bring in another pressed powder. I just feel like if I start on another pressed powder, like I'm never going to go back to that Nakia Joy one, because I don't know. I'm just really enjoying the simplicity and the ease of use with pressed powders at the moment, but I want to try and push myself to finish up a bit more of that Nakia Joy one, because I do suspect that I will opt to get rid of that at the end of the year. Let's move on to progress of my other products. So I have the Laura Mercier Hydrating Primer here. It was there, it's now down here. Struggle Town with me and primers, but that's no surprise. My face mist from Shuamora. This is the Shobu Skin Perfector. So I was there at the last update. I'm now down here. That's a very drastic amount of usage, I know, and that's because I'm using it as a skincare step. So after I wash my face in the morning and the evening, I spritz some of this on, and then I go in with the rest of my skincare. I'm going to continue to use this and my other Shuamora face mists that I have for this particular step in my skincare routine for the rest of the year, because I think maybe with a little bit of luck I might be able to finish them all up. My blush is the Drunk Elephant Eau Blues Rosy Drops. So I was there at the last update. I'm now here. It's like, they're okay. I'm excited to finish them and move on to something else though, and it's not something I would buy. My bronzer from Soul Body. This is the Face and Body Bronzing Balm in the shade Light. I do have a nice dip in here. There's a lot of product though, like it's gonna take me a long time to get through. Good thing is I'm really enjoying it, so that's great. And my highlighter is the Colourpop Dobby Super Shock highlighter. There it is. You might notice I have a little bit of pan there. It's accidental pan. I think it's just the way that I like swirl my brush in there. And I've been using recently a stippling brush, which has, you know, sparse sort of pointy hairs. They're very soft, but this is also a soft product. So if you hit it at the right angle, it will like take little chunks out of the product. And that actually happened today when I used it, but I like it. I think it's quite pretty, and I have no complaints with using that every time I do my makeup. It's been a pleasure. I have a little cup full of bits here. Let's do these. So my eye primer is a Natasha Denona eyeshadow base in 01 Light. This is like, it's going fine. I don't really have a problem with it, other than if my eyes are a little bit like dry. I can notice it with this. It's not as forgiving as the Kaleidos one that I had in the first quarter. My concealer from Fenty, I love this. This is probably, like, these two base products in my stash are hands down my favorites at the moment. This concealer, I'd buy it again in a heartbeat. It's in the shade 225N. I do have another eyeshadow primer here. It's a Pat McGrath Intensifies Artistry Wand. I didn't use it. I have been doing my eyeshadow quite a bit recently. I've been testing out a new palette from Glamonatrix Cosmetics, and I'll have a review of that coming soon. I've also been trying to continue on with my eyeshadow testing series. I feel like I had a bit of like a spanner thrown into the works because I had the Glamonatrix Nearly Natural palette come in, and then not that long after that I had the new Glamonatrix palette come in. So I'm kind of like struggling. I'm at a point where I need to actually make time to just do my makeup every day to test out these eyeshadows so that I can like get that video out. I want it out before the end of the month. So while I've been doing my eyeshadow a lot, this has just been something that I'm like just not reaching for. Eyeliners, so I technically have 3 in the project. I have the Shuamora Calligraphic pen liner. I'm loving it. I'm wearing it today. It's a fave. Marc Jacobs highliner. Yes, highliner in Blacker. I mentioned that this is drying out. I am just going to keep going with it for the next month, and then I'll get rid of it. It's fine. It is what it is. And Victoria Beckham Bordeaux. This is not drying out. This is beautiful and creamy and such a stunning color. We are officially in winter, and it is a perfect shade for this time of year. For brows and lashes, I have the Quick Brow. This is the 2-in-1 brow pencil and liner. So I've pretty much only been using the pencil. That's what's left. Just a little bit. I'm hoping maybe I'll be able to finish that up by the end of the quarter. That would be exciting. I also have the Quick Brow Sculpting Lamination Gel, and the L'Oreal, is that right? Yeah, L'Oreal Pro XL Extension Mascara, which is okay. I picked up a new mascara in May, the Maybelline Falsies Surreal, and not gonna lie, I prefer this. I just feel like it defines my lashes a little bit better. But I mean, this is fine. But as a little reminder, I said that each quarter I would introduce a new mascara to like use over that quarter and then just call it done, just to sort of work through my backlog of old mascaras. Oh, lips. Let's do lip products. So I have the Hindash Hush Lip Tone Pencil. This is going well. My goal is to just get it sharpened down enough that it fits in my like lip liner storage container. I'm not quite there yet. It is what it is. Hourglass, this is Loves All of You. I didn't use this, so that's sad, but that's what's in there. This is my challenge product, and I have no intention of actually finishing it. I know that I won't. It's just to encourage me to use it a few times. The Revlon Kiss Glow Lip Oil, I introduced this last month to replace the JD Glow Lip Gloss that I had decided to declutter. This is going fine. I had meant to put this in my handbag and I didn't, but it's been getting a lot of use at my desk, so that's good. And then I have the 3 Concept Eyes Glass Orange. It's like a solid lip gloss, basically. I'm wearing it today. That's what's left. I won't finish this. I don't think I will realistically finish any of these lip products, which is a shame. Maybe if I really push and just focus on this, maybe I need to make a decision if that's something that I'm willing to do. I was kind of hoping that this would be the one that I would finish, but I just don't see it happening. Okay, let's get into like skincare and fragrance and body and stuff like that. I'm going to start with my fragrance. So this is Kat Von D or KVD Saint fragrance. So you can see my line. I was there. I'm now down here. I'm getting into that really like difficult part of the bottle. So even though I felt like I was using it just as much as I did last month when I introduced it. Hang on, I have to do the maths in my brain because I have baby brain. I feel like everything that comes out of my mouth is like not correct. But no, when I introduced it in April, I felt like I made fairly good progress. May's progress, I feel like it felt a bit stalled, even though I was using it as much, but it's just because I'm getting to this fat part of the bottle and it's hard. It's so hard. Why is it so hard? David Jones Milk and Honey Body Wash. So this one was here. It's now down here. So this is like, I believe an autumn winter release from David Jones. And they used to do it years ago. This is old, guys. Super, super old. And I actually jumped on their website to see if they were like still making it. And I don't think they do, which makes me want to cry. Maybe I just need to like go into a David Jones and have a little wander and have a look around. But anyway, I'm loving it. It's like the scent is just my fave. Davines Oi Hand Balm. I didn't really reach for this. I feel like I did use it in May, but I don't feel like I used it a lot. I don't have any like visual progress to show you. I might have like squeezed the bottle down a little bit, but what I have been using, and I'm kind of happy with my progress on this, it's the Torridon Dive-In Soothing Cream. So this was a moisturizer that I just don't like on my face, and I've been using it like on my hands and feet and stuff, and I have made some progress this month. I'm hoping I will be able to finish this up in the next month. I really have to like push myself to use it though, because I don't know, I just see the jar. Like I have this sitting on my bedside table and I see the jar and I'm like, you irritate me. So that's kind of where I'm at with that product. I do also have the Trilogy Rosehip Oil. That was almost done and I have no idea where it is. I've been using it a little bit on my face. I've been using it a bit on like my belly. And I'm pretty sure I was at a point where I was like, I reckon I've got like 1 or 2 uses left in this. And I think I put it on my bedside table, but it's disappeared. It'll be here somewhere. I have no idea where. Senka Perfect Watery Oil. I am at the part of the bottle where things start to get a little bit easier, maybe. Although, while it's wider here, then it starts to look like it gets a bit wider down here. Or maybe it doesn't. No, it doesn't, does it? It's just the way it's the bottle's shaped. Anyway, it was there. It's now down here. I really like this. This is like sensational. Great stuff. Let's do these. My Imbachi masks. Didn't use them. Who's surprised? I also have the Water Drop Hydrating Eye Gel from Fourth Ray. I feel like I did use this, but like not much. I'm just, yeah, I forget. I'm not even gonna lie, I forget. Something else I forget about, Toucher Serum Stick. I did use this once. Again, I just the problem is I tend to see this, for some reason I see it in the morning and I'm like, oh, you're meant to be panning that. And I don't want to put it on my face in the morning because it's like silicone-y and balmy and I'm scared that it's going to make my makeup do ugly things. So I just forget. I need to be putting it on at night. That's the trick. Oh my God, I totally forgot. I was panning nail polishes and I finished them. They're both done. So these are both Maybelline Color Show Stripped Nudes nail polishes. So I've got Take It Off, which, I mean, there's a tiny bit in there, but the brush doesn't even like get to the bottom of the bottle. I was like tipping this out to get applications. And then there's In Your Flesh, which sounds so gross. I don't know if you can really see, but again, empty, and was basically tipping it out of the bottle to get it out. Very glad to have finished those. I have not been doing my nails lately. They look, don't look at them. I'm not one of those lucky ladies who has had like lots of hair growth or like beautiful radiant skin or strong nails or anything like that during pregnancy. I just have my normal crappy nails that split and break when you so much as look at them. My hair is still falling out and my skin is just as dry and upset with me as it always is, if not more. But it is what it is. That's life sometimes. So that's my Project Pan update for the end of May. Update number 5. Next month will be the like finale for this quarter, and I will introduce a new group of products. I need to get my ass into gear and decide what I'm going to be panning for the next quarter. That's okay. That is a problem for very near future Hailey. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I want to say a massive thank you to my channel members, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.